We've now reached the 17th year of these great community celebrations established by Westmeath County Council to recognise the enormous work carried out by the community and voluntary sector in Westmeath, and the standard of entries has grown year on year. Whether you're joining us virtually or here present, we're all here to do one thing tonight, and that is to celebrate our community. Tonight, we celebrate the selfless souls, the volunteers we all see in our communities, the times when you say, I know that face, but I can't put a name to them. That's because those selfless volunteers are the people we see working in our communities. We see them when we drive through villages, when we attend events or football matches, or festivals, or training, or community education, or health initiatives. We see them in the rain, in the wind, in the snow, and even in the sunshine, like today. They work in all weathers, through all seasons, enhancing the lives of people in our communities, enhancing our lives, and enhancing our county. Working, ladies and gentlemen, as volunteers for us all. But tonight, your night, this night, we put the names to the selfless souls and faces. Tonight we celebrate and recognise their work, their time, their efforts, and their giving freely of themselves. So before we go any further, please give the person in the chair next to you, in front of you, and behind you a big cheer and a round of applause. Tonight we celebrate our local heroes. We have so many heroes in Westmeath who have changed how our communities work. The individuals and groups who see what needs to be done, and instead of talking about it, do something about it. In the words of Mother Teresa of Calcutta, I can do things you cannot. You can do things I cannot. Together, we can do great things. So, ladies and gentlemen, we now move into the formalities of the evening. This is a special night for our next speaker. Indeed, I would even dare to say that tonight could be one of the highlights of his year, as this evening is the formal event for the Cathaoirleach of Westmeath County Council to make presentation and address the citizens of Westmeath. An active volunteer himself, Angus does not shy away from working shoulder to shoulder with many groups in the county, and has shown commitment and enthusiasm for ensuring that volunteering remains at the heart of what he does. Our next speaker is none other than Councillor Angus O'Rourke, Cathaoirleach of Westmeath County Council.
Wow, that was a really, really kind introduction, Annette. Thanks very much indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, Minister Burke, Deputy Troy, my council colleagues, Westmeath County Council colleagues, who are all here this evening, members of the community, volunteers, and friends. It is a real pleasure to be here this evening at the Cathaoirleach Awards 2023. My name is Angus O'Rourke, and as Annette said, I'm the chairman this year of Westmeath County Council, and it has been a huge honour for me to serve in that role for the past year. I have 1 week left remaining, so I'm cherishing every moment from here out. But it truly has been a huge honour for me to represent my county and my hometown of Athlone as Cathaoirleach this past year. Before I get to my address, I would first of all like to sincerely thank Westmeath woman and Rosemount native Rachel Duffy, the current Rose of Tralee, So Rachel, I'm delighted, has agreed to be my guest speaker here this evening. Rachel, I don't need to tell you, she has been a wonderful ambassador for Westmeath, a wonderful ambassador for Ireland, a very proud Westmeath woman, and has a very, very positive outlook on life. I've met her several times since she took on the role. She's a very hard worker and is a fantastic role model, not just for women, but for everybody. So please put your hands together for Rachel again. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. I'd also like to thank Annette Barr-Jordan, who has just spoken, and all of the team that it takes to put an event like this together. It's not just, tonight. It's about all the preparation around the nominees, the awards themselves, going out, doing the video work, getting the scrolls and the certificates sorted. And in that group and in that team, I want to just acknowledge, along with Annette, Ursula Harper, Breda Reynolds, Laura Costello, Andrew Slevin, Lorda Neary, Margaret Egan, Anne-Marie Nash, and Olive Manning. Please put your hands together for the group. So, I am, as I say, delighted to be here on this beautiful summer's evening in Belvedere to welcome you all to the Westmeath County Council Cathaoirleach Awards celebration. Belvedere is truly a great setting for this event, and I, along with my colleagues, are great supporters of this wonderful location here, this fantastic facility that we all support and we pledge our support to going forward, and that is for sure. For me, as Annette has said, this is definitely one of the most important events of my role as Cathaoirleach, because, like you, I am involved in community initiatives. Where I can, I volunteer my time to support local communities, and I really enjoy that work. After all, we are all stakeholders in our communities. We have, in my view, a responsibility to do what we can and to help one another for our communities. But in my work, I see and I come across some extraordinary people making an extraordinary difference. And this evening we will recognise these people and these groups, and it's only right and proper that this kind of commitment and contribution to our communities is indeed recognised and acknowledged. By participating fully in their community, the people we will honour this evening not only help to create a better place, but their efforts also encourage and benefit others, and in some cases even benefit those overseas. And we'll hear more about that later. Those nominated to be recipients of an award, they're all here tonight, nominated by their respective organisations. And we have 5 category winners and 1 overall winner. I was honoured to sign the certificates of recognition for the 19 nominees through the competition. And trust me when I say it was no easy task to select the award winners. In any case, each group and person nominated is very much a winner already. So I look forward to presenting the prizes later on in this evening's proceedings. But it is true to say that all of you here this evening are active citizens, sending out a very positive message about what's happening in your community, inspiring others and contributing to the well-being of society. Some of you are volunteering with adults, with youth groups, with older people. Some are active in tidy towns organisations and in residents' associations. Some of you are involved in sports organisations, working with the young and the not so young. Others of you are involved in arts, culture, music and bands. Some also have served the state with the distinction at home and served in peacekeeping missions abroad, and are now looking after your less fortunate colleagues in society. Some of you are working in the community to keep us all safe and out of harm's way. And of course, there are those of you who tirelessly fundraise for those less fortunate than ourselves. So, to all of you, and indeed to your families, thank you. Thank you for your contribution to your club, to your community, to your village, to your town, and to our county. Gur Magat.
Thank you so much, Cathaoirleach, for those inspiring words. Our next speaker is Mr. Pat Gallagher, Chief Executive of Westmeath County Council. Many of you know Pat as an avid supporter of community and all that it represents. Pat was the first Director of Services of the Community and Enterprise Section in Westmeath County Council, now known as the Community Section, and he continues to support us in our ongoing role of supporting community and voluntary groups across Westmeath. So can you welcome Pat Gallagher, Executive, to address you.
Cathaoirleach County na Hirvi, Cathaoirleach County, Ara, Heachtadála, is special to Rachel Duffy, Rose Raleigh, Sagwini Ushla Lug. Har Ciawn Córla County na Hirvi, Bawahlum Taku leis an Cathaoirleach an Córlór Angus O'Rourke, ag fear a fíorchaoin fáilte roimh, go léir an seo, atá bailithe sa náit Arling seo Hranóna. It's great to see you all, representing so many diverse groups and interests from all parts of the county, gathered here in Belvedere on this beautiful evening for the annual Cathaoirleach Awards of Westmeath County Council. We're delighted to host this event and to have such a beautiful place to do so, and you're all very welcome. On your behalf, I join with the Cathaoirleach in acknowledging all who played a part in preparing for these awards and arranging for this evening's proceedings. It is, as has been said, a very special event in the term of any Cathaoirleach of the Council. It's a highlight, I would say, of their term of office as first citizen of the county, and it's always a very pleasant evening, and I'm certainly looking forward to it and hope you all enjoy yourselves. The wide variety of nominations and categories featured in this evening's programme is evidence of the scale and breadth of community and voluntary effort by individuals and groups which make such an important contribution to the life of this county. And this is also reflected in the strength of our Public Participation Network, or PPN, which includes over 850 registered groups and organisations all over Westmeath. As you see from the programme, this event encompasses community action and initiative, environmental improvement and awareness, sustainable development of our towns, villages and rural areas, pride in our places, active citizenship, and includes all ages, backgrounds, abilities and districts. My late Irish teacher in secondary school a long time ago was fond of the Shanukal, or proverbs, and two of them came to mind when I was thinking about this evening. The first is Ska a Chéile a Waramid. We live in each other's shade or shelter. In other words, we all depend on each other, need each other, and look out for each other. You put that into practice every day and every week in your own communities, making them better places in which to live. The other saying is Ní neart go Córla Chéile. We're strong when we come together, and that's a very fitting motto for the community effort which is displayed here through you this evening. It's clear that there's a lot of strength and resilience in local communities all over County Westmeath, and long may that continue. Gur míle maith.
Thank you, Pat, for those wonderful words. Our next speaker here tonight may not have been known to many of you in 2021, except perhaps by friends and neighbours in our native Rosemount, and through her participation in some of her hobbies, Gaelic football, singing, and attending trad sessions. She graduated from NUIG Galway with a BA in drama, theatre and performance studies, and Spanish. She's passionate about teaching and educating the younger generation, and is a huge advocate for girls playing sport. Our guest shot into the limelight and brought County Westmeath with her when she was crowned the Rose of Tralee 2002. I present to you none other than Miss Rachel Duffy, otherwise known as our Rose of Tralee.
Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Cathaoirleach ministers, TDs, senators, elected members and executives. As you know, my name is Rachel Duffy and I'm the 2022 International Rose of Tralee and the 2022 Westmeath Rose. I would firstly just like to say what a pleasure it is to be here this evening. I'd like to thank Cathaoirleach Angus for extending this invitation to me, and Annette for coordinating with me as well. I was truly honoured to be asked to be the guest speaker this evening, I've been in this role for about 10 months now, and as I said to Angus today on the phone, this getting up on stage and talking just is not getting any easier. So I'm particularly nervous. But I suppose a huge part of my role as Rose of Tralee is working with young people, and I've been to an awful lot of primary schools around Westmeath and around the country this year, and I think the children at that age, I suppose, they seem to think I'm much older and wiser than I am, and I get a lot of questions about being nervous or scared or public speaking, and something I always try to tell the kids is that being nervous isn't a bad thing, that being nervous means you care, and in fact that's a really good thing. So what I'm trying to say, I suppose, is that I'm nervous because I care. I really care about community, and I really care about Westmeath. I grew up in the village of Rosemount, and from a young age I've been surrounded by people who want to do good. And it doesn't matter how big or how small, they just wanted to make a positive difference within the community. And what I witnessed from those people and from people in communities all over the county, and I'm sure this is something that will resonate with a lot of you here today, is that you don't do it for recognition or thanks or a pat on the back. You do it to sustain the life of the community and to create an accessible, welcoming and ever-improving community for generations to come. For me, representing Westmeath in an international festival is such a huge source of pride. I've undertaken 6 international trips in the last 9 months, and I love telling people whenever I go anywhere, I'm from Westmeath, and sometimes they don't know where that is, sometimes they do. Nevertheless, I'm equally proud. And I'm the first woman in Westmeath's history to be able to say that she's the Rose of Tralee. But in saying that, I'm sure I won't be the last. If there's anything I've learned in the last 18 months, it's that the people of Westmeath know how to work together, they know how to support people, and they know how to put their faith in others. I have been so touched by the kindness I've received from the people in this county, and honestly, if it wasn't for the people in this county, I don't know how I would have survived the last 10 months at all, so thank you. Even when I wrote it down, I still got muddled up. Sorry now. So over the last 18 months, I've been very fortunate that I've gotten to work with a lot of local community groups and charities around the county, and I've seen firsthand the selflessness and the pride of these groups, and it has given me such an insight into what it means to be a part of a community and what I want for my own community. The work that is done by volunteer and community groups is invaluable to the structure of our society and our quality of life. It's a pleasure for me to be here today in the company of so many inspiring people who are passionate about helping others. Last November, I visited Kolkata in India with an Irish charity called the Hope Foundation. And they work closely with homeless children and communities of slum-dwelling families around Kolkata. And they work to provide healthcare, education, protection, and vocational training. And while I was there, I witnessed some of the worst poverty I have ever experienced. Some situations were very upsetting because of the sheer magnitude of the poverty. And there were definitely times where I felt hopeless, and that the problem was just so huge. How could a small Irish charity make a difference? Now, and also Annette and I didn't correspond before this. Now I am going to give Mother Teresa a shout out as well, but we didn't plan that. But while I was there, we visited Mother Teresa's convent and her tomb. And, you know, we all learned about Mother Teresa in school, but I got a totally different insight when I was actually in Kolkata and seeing the sheer devastation for myself. But one thing I took from that experience was a quote from her, which I'm sure you've all heard. And it's, "I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples." And as I reflected on my time in Kolkata, I thought about the devastation, but I also recall the glimmer of hope that was offered in the projects we worked in. The first-time learners, the children learning to use a computer for the first time, or the kids in protection homes. And although it may have felt like a drop in the ocean in this massive city, it was still a drop because one person decided they wanted to make a change. And that's all it takes, is one person. One person to engage in work that will improve the greater good. And each of you here today do that in your own community. And while we are miles away from that poverty, the principle remains. The work that's being done by you people here create ripple effects that change the entire community for generations to come. The awards tonight range from recognising eco-friendly schools, the Tidy Towns Award, the Age-Friendly Recognition Awards, Pride of Place, the Project of the Year, STEM Awards, and finally the Cathaoirleach Awards. Each of these categories individually recognise the positive changes and hard work happening in communities throughout the county. Each of these lines of work are imperative to the advancement of our communities, and they also change the lives of some of the most vulnerable in our society by creating opportunities for connection and progress. Involvement in these initiatives give people in our communities the opportunities to cultivate friendships and combat loneliness, which I think we can all agree is so important after the last few years. Like Angus, my time is limited, and I only have 10 weeks left as the Rose of Tralee. So I would just like to say what a privilege it has been to be a small part of this county's story. I have travelled around the world, shaken lots of hands, met a few celebs and worn plenty of dresses, but the one unwavering support I have had is that of the people of Westmeath. And when anyone asks, I always say that these are the people who were there for me long before the Rose of Tralee, and these are the people who will be there for you long after the Rose of Tralee. So thank you, and thank you for all you do in your communities. Gar míle maith agaibh.
So thanks so much, Rachel. She's after blowing this audience's way the same way she did with Dottie, I think. Do you agree? Yeah? Okay, so thank you so much for being here. And we'd like to make a small presentation to you as well, on behalf of Westmeath County Council and on behalf of the community and voluntary sector here, and to wish you well on your ongoing work as Rose of Tralee, both in Ireland and on the international stage. I'm sure your work will continue to be a great success for you and as an ambassador for Westmeath and the country of Ireland. Isn't that brilliant, guys? Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to our first awards of the evening. So our first awards this evening speaks to a very topical subject, a subject that we've all been asked to address in little and not so little ways. This topic is environment and climate action. Our youngest members in Westmeath decided that they would develop projects in the outdoors, grow flowers and veg in their own particular way. Rudyard Kipling once said, "Gardens are not made by sitting in the shade," which tells us that making a good garden takes commitment and hard work. And the young students in schools around the country are putting in plenty of hard work in their gardens. So our first awards recognise the work done by those who attend preschools run by the community and private sector, supported by Westmeath County Council, supported by Westmeath County Childcare Committee. And you see a couple of pictures of some of the nominees there on your screens in front of you. I'm going to ask Rachel if she will do some presentations here for us tonight for the little ones. So, just to call up, in third place for the Eco Preschools Awards is In second place for the Eco Preschools Awards is Giggles Preschool and Childcare. And in first place for the Eco Schools Awards is Mullingar Academy of Childcare. So well done, a big congrats on the work. These are our up-and-coming volunteers that are in all these preschools, and they're leading the way in greener ways to support our environment already. So our eco schools, primary schools. So it's not just the youngest in our society that are addressing climate change and our ecosystems. We also have very determined youth in our schools who've also taken up the challenge to change what they can with the support of their teachers. I'm now going to invite Westmeath County Council's Environmental Awareness Officer, John Jackson, who's going to say a few words.
Thank you, everyone. I'm delighted to be here to present this award on behalf of the Cathaoirleach and Westmeath County Council. Working with schools and community groups is a key part of our function within the local authority. Westmeath has over 2,300 kilometres of roadway to maintain and manage within the county. And if you add to that our amenity sites, our lake sides, our parks, our recreational areas and our bogs, it's a very, very difficult job for the local authority to manage it all. And we couldn't do this without the support of the Tidy Towns groups, the communities, the organisations, community organisations, volunteers, and particularly the schools. And it's always a pleasure to work with the schools and see the work being done in there. Even the smallest acts can make a difference. Litter picks, tree planting, community cleanups, it all helps to keep our county clean. It's particularly pleasing to see children learning to care for the environment. For them to understand the value of recycling and reusing, it's a huge investment in the future of the county. This competition shows us how lucky we are to have an incredible generation of children who want to learn about their surroundings. I also want to thank their teachers who take the time to do the work with the children, and often this goes unnoticed and without fanfare. So I think a little round of applause for the teachers. You can go on this. So before I announce the winners, I want to just thank and congratulate all who entered the competition. The children, the teachers, the parents, some of the community groups who got involved, which is a great support for the children. And it's great to see the younger generation and the older generation mixing together to get these projects across the line. So when we were looking at judging the competition and looking at the entries coming in, that was a really satisfying part for us, that the older generation and the younger generation were working together. So it was lovely to see that. With any schools competition, it's always difficult to make a decision because it's children that's involved. And normally we announce for this competition a first and second prize. But myself and the other judges agreed that there was 3 standout projects this year, and we found it very difficult to choose between them. So for this year, we've decided to award a joint second prize, and I'll call those out first before I announce the winner. Joint second this year goes to St. Kenny's National School, Ballina, and St. Bridget's School in Moat. If you could come to the stage for your presentation. Rachel is going to present the prize here. So St. Kenny's National School did a biodiversity garden and a bug hotel, and St. Bridget's School in Moat did lovely ferry station doors, which you can see around the Greenway in Moat. And just before I announce the winners, I just wanted to acknowledge a couple of people who do a lot of work out in the schools, and it does really go unnoticed. It's our community wardens. In Mullingar District, we have Olive and Larry, and Deborah and Lorraine in Athlone. And I'd just like to say from Westmeath County Council, we do appreciate the work that community wardens do with the schools. So finally, the award for first place this year goes to Sculporic in Milltown. And Sculporic have been working over the last long while putting together a lovely biodiversity garden, which I think anyone who's seen it is wowed by it. We get a round of applause, thank you.
So well done to all of those. New volunteers coming up, it's great to see. Okay, so the next category, guys, is links very nicely with the eco skills. It's the section where, for the most part, the adults in the community address the environment and care for our towns and villages. These awards are the Tidy Towns Awards. Tidy Towns committees and volunteers can be seen across Westmeath, always improving the look, feel and well-being of our communities through care for the environment projects, tidiness of our villages, looking after nature and many more initiatives. The Tidy Towns Awards are given to the towns and villages in Westmeath who have gained excellent points in the competition. The towns and villages that have scored highest and second highest in each municipal district, and the towns and villages who have increased their marks the most from the previous year's national competition. So we have winners tonight for highest points and Endeavour Awards to encourage towns and villages to continue to work to increase their performance year on year. So I'd like to call on Councillor Tom Farrell, Chair of the Environment, Climate Action, Water and Environment section, to present these awards for us. The overall Westmeath Tidy Towns Award goes to, no surprise, Balnahown, who have been doing this in the last number of years. Maybe you go in the middle, Helen. Rachel, come on up. Yeah, do. Well done, Balnahown again. The winner of the Mullingar Kinnegad Municipal District is in Multifarnham. So can we have representatives from Multifarnham Tidy Towns, please? that side, Dan, sorry. Well done, Multy-Farnham. Second place in the Athlone Mode Municipal District is Turles Pass. So could I have some reps from Turles Pass? Need to move over just to make room, yeah. You getting them all, John? And second place in Mullingar Kinnegad Municipal District is Castle Pollard. Can I have some reps for Castle Pollard, guys?
Well done. You all right, Sean? Congratulations.
Okay, so the Endeavour Awards, which are really, really important, guys. So this is where the groups that are after improving by the most marks get the check to help them even improve even more the next year. So under the Athlone Moat Municipal District, the winner is Streamstown Tidy Towns. And our last award under the Tidy Towns is the Mullingar Kinnegad Municipal District Endeavour Award, which goes to Milltown Pass. So thanks for that, Tom. Well done. Our next category for the awards is Pride of Place. Pride of Place is a national all-Ireland competition and covers all the country and the islands. The focus of Pride of Place is on the people of an area, a community in an area, and how this community works together for the benefit of all the citizens that live there, young and old alike, from all sectors of that community. Pride of Place is about community spirit, individual and community awareness. Communities coming together to provide services and address issues through a collective approach. The National Pride of Place Award is a highly acclaimed award and very difficult to earn, but Westmeath have had numerous successes over the past number of years. Our most recent successes was only last year, with Westmeath bringing home 2 overall winning prizes. So before I announce our representatives for 2023, I'd like to congratulate Mullingar Terry Towns on winning the over 5,000 population category 2022. Congrats, Mullingar Terry Towns. It's a massive feat to get the winning prize on your first go-in. Also to Grange Housing Estate Mullingar, who won the overall winner for Housing Estate category. Again, congrats to all those involved with this entry, groups and agencies and organisations alike. Well done, Grange. So now we all want to know who's going to be representing Westmeath this year. So to present this award, I'm going to ask Anna Cathaoirleach again, if you'd like to step up, and present our winner of the Pride of Place Westmeath this year. So the winner of our Pride of Place representing Westmeath is Westmeath Cathaoirleach. They're going to be representing the county under Climate Action and Biodiversity category. So this group and all of the group of choir are going to be attending the National Awards in November, but they have a huge amount of work in the meantime. So we wish them all the best of luck in their endeavours, don't we all? Okay, so our next piece is on our age-friendly recognition. So it's sort of going from up and down in all the different levels of age groups. We introduced this new category of awards in 2019, called the Age-Friendly Recognition Scheme, which links into Westmeath Age-Friendly Programme. Westmeath County Council wish to give recognition to groups and organisations who have carried out extraordinary work for and with older people in our community. We received a number of entries in this section, all worthy of an award, but 2 entries in particular shone through. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek of our shortlisted entries.
Hey, so I'm Natasha from Mullingar Handball Club, and here's some of our members with me today. These guys here, they play every Monday night as part of an Age Active programme, and then they retire to the kitchen for some tea and cake. And the chats and the banter, it's really good for them. They're getting out after COVID, they're getting to make friends and chat, and you know. So anyway, I want to thank the Cathaoirleach for this fabulous award for Mullingar Handball Club today. So thank you.
Hello, this is Mullingar Home Care Services. We're supporting older people in the community. Our main focus is combating isolation and helping people to stay longer in their homes. As part of our service, we deliver Meals on Wheels. We offer befriending and welfare service. We will offer help with domestic chores in the home, mopping, hoovering, that kind of thing. But most of all, a good old chat and sit down and have a cup of tea or coffee with our clients. We are funded by Pubble, and we also have the ironing service here in Bishopgate Street. And we also do cleaning in local businesses to generate revenue. We'd like to thank the Westmeath County Council for the nomination. Thank you.
So as you can see, the two entries are very, very different from each other, but nonetheless are both very worthy winners. Our first shortlisted group are Mullingar Handball Active Age Group, who have members between the ages of 60 to 80, who meet to play handball, partake in physical activity once per week in the club. For some of the members, this is the highlight of their week and the only night of the week they actually get out to socialise. Following their handball and exercise session, they retire to the kitchen where they sit for chats and tea. The group are planning to host a weekend festival in the club. The festival is to include a workshop with a personal trainer to advise older players on the appropriate exercise for their abilities. It will include an introductory session for new members. It will include a fun, social, non-competitive tournament, followed by dinner and a trad session in a local hotel. The group would like to extend an invite for new members, that means all of you here, or some of you here at least, to members of other clubs in Westmeath and also to the surrounding counties. So, all of you remember, it's not too late, you can join the club, so it's open to you tonight, and if you want to join that, you're absolutely welcome to. Our second group, our second finalist, is Mullingar Home Care Services. The project is ran through a community enterprise type model, providing much needed basic services to older people in the community. Services that support older people to remain in their homes as they grow older and may not be able to continue to support themselves as well as they have in their younger years. They provide services on a cost-neutral basis, including Meals on Wheels, while befriending and visitation are free for all, extending a much-needed link to older people back into the normal society. After much debate, a decision was made on the entries, and it gives me great pleasure to announce that both projects are winners and will be entered into the National Age-Friendly Recognition Programme. So I'm calling on Rosaline Madden. Rosaline is a representative of Westmeath Older Persons Council and the Age-Friendly Programme, who's going to make a presentation of the awards. So could I have Mullingar Handball Active Age Group to the stage, please, to collect your award. Congratulations, Mullingar Home Care Services. It's great to know that supports are there to help older people live longer independently in their own homes. I know that we all aspire to that. So this brings us on to our STEM Awards. Westmeath County Council introduced this category to demonstrate their interest in the promotion of science, technology, engineering and mathematics in the county, recognising the contribution these subjects can make to further economic and community development. There are many innovative projects submitted for this award, and having pondered on the applications, a number of projects were deemed successful. Presenting these awards, I'm going to ask on Councillor John Shaw, who is the Chair of the Economic Development, Enterprise and Tourism SPC. Thanks, Sean. So our first successful applicant is Athlone District Girl Guides. So can I have reps from Athlone District Girl Guides up on the stage, please? Our participation in First Lego League, Ireland and UK. It's a global STEM challenge for teams of young people to explore a real-world theme, develop teamwork, design and programming skills, and have fun while doing it. Our next successful applicant is Carfort Family Resource Centre. Can we have you on stage? Don't be shy. Come on up. This group are going to deliver out-of-school initiatives over a 4-week programme in summer and autumn, targeting 16 primary-aged children and 16 teenagers, with all supplies. In addition, those that are moving to secondary school are getting STEM activities. They're going to be run in a science lab, and they're going to have access to iPads, where the pupils then will be able to go through STEM different steps. And finally, they're going to actually do training with some of their staff to do Kodo Jojo, so the programme can be sustainable. And our last successful project under the STEM is Mullingar Handball Club All Stars project, a different type of project. Could I have them up on stage? This project is directed at children, including children with autism. The children will commence each session with a series of 6 brick activities. These activities will focus on balancing, hand-eye coordination, spatial awareness, thinking outside the box, concentration. Children will move on to activities assisted with fundamental motor skills. These activities will include the use of Blaze Pod interactive light system with running, hopping, skipping, throwing and catching. Participants will then process to introduction handball, where they will gradually, over time, transfer the skills learned in earlier sessions to assist with their handball. At each session, a peer will note activities and performance of the child. Results will then be transferred to a chart to show the impact of the programme. The children on the programme will be led by an all-stars coach and will have a volunteer peer assigned to them for the duration of the programme. A great, great programme. We're now after getting to our Project of the Year 2023. Westmeath Project of the Year 23. This award is always popular. Again, this year it's no different. The award is aimed at supporting a community group or organisation to make a large impact in their community, for their community, that will be sustainable into the future. Projects should have a clear idea of a lasting outcome and should address a range of ages, abilities and themes as much as possible. The projects ranged across many themes and addressed many target groups, including the redevelopment of community facilities to support inclusive community spaces, inclusive community sensory gardens, wildflower spaces and walks, older persons activities and more. The calibre of the applications received was very high, and it was a difficult task for the subcommittee to select a winner, as all projects were deserving of support under this award category. After much deliberation, it was decided that one project in particular proved to be a worthy winner for the award. The group, who have been allocated €10,000, is a hard-working group who have dedicated much of their resources, time and effort into expanding their services throughout COVID and into 2022 and 2023. They have an ever-expanding number of volunteers recruited to deliver services to the growing number of clients who come to them day in and day out to grow their programme to meet the increasing needs within the community they serve. They have, through their hard work, exceptional communication skills, negotiation skills and cooperation, successfully gained ownership of a community facility. A facility that requires much love and tender care and finances to bring it to a space that facilitates delivery of additional services and supports to this community. This achievement in itself is an amazing feat and leads to additional work for this voluntary committee, who will, no doubt, achieve their aim of a fully functional community facility open to all individuals and groups in and for their village of Ballynacarrigy. So can Ballynacarrigy Family Resource Centre please come to the stage? Okay, so now we're after moving to our last, the finale of the evening, and the prestigious Cathaoirleach Awards. The Cathaoirleach Awards are given in recognition of voluntary work by individuals and groups. The nominations are made by groups or members of groups in the community. These awards facilitate groups in a very genuine way. It gives a vehicle for groups to say, we appreciate you. We appreciate your voluntary time and your voluntary effort. To say, you've not gone unnoticed by us and we are privileged to have you support us. This year we received a total of 19 nominations from groups who wish to say thank you. And I'm sure you'll be delighted to see your nominated person or group say a few words to us all.
Hello, my name is Declan Delaney, and beside me I have Patrick Walsh, and we're both members of Athlone River Safety Awareness Group, right here in the heart of Athlone. The group was set up just a number of years ago with the aim to help people who find themselves in difficulty in the water here for a variety of reasons. We have a safety box on both sides of the river here, and we have life-saving equipment, and we carry out various training exercises throughout the year. On behalf of the group, I'd like to thank Westmeath County Council for this nomination, and thanks a million.
Hi, my name is Robbie West. I'm a member of Athlone Tobacco Club. This is Jude Kilmartin, Cleona Green and Lynette Costello. We're members of the club for many years. The club is very active here in the Midlands doing search and recovery and also with leisure diving. We'd like to thank you for this award. it's a great honour for us.
We'd also like to thank Lone River Safety Awareness for nominating us. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Ben Lynn. I'm from Tang, Southwest Meath. I'd like to thank Local Link, TFI, for nominating me for this award. Local Link and rural transport has been a huge initiative in this area over the last 22 years, and I'm proud to say I was involved in it for 22 years. We started with small beginnings, and it has now developed into 3 counties, 120 routes, carrying approximately to 100,000 passengers in the last 12 months.
Hi, my name is Bernie Farrell. I'm a member of Cathaoirleach LNG Club. I work with the seniors to look after their mental health and well-being, their art and crafts. Our biggest achievement was making our blanket for the lockdown, which we raised €550 for oncology in Tullamore. We are now in the process of making blankets for people with poor mobility, so to keep them warm. I'd like to thank Cathaoirleach, ladies and gents, and especially Emer, who nominated me for this award. It's a great achievement. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Claire Caroon. This is my daughter Ava and Fola, and we're all heavily involved with the choir here in Rathwire, in Calucan, in the church. Ava and Fola are both Schola Cantorum students of St Finian's College in Mullingar, and Ava provides the music on the harp and Fola provides the music on the organ, and we all kind of contribute to the choir. We're here nearly every Sunday. I'd like to thank Rathwire Choir for nominating us for this award, and I'd like to thank the Cathaoirleach Awards for recognising our contribution to the local community.
Hi, my name is John Donlan. I'm the chairman of the Delvin St Patrick's Day Festival. I have David Jones here with me and Mary Carroll, who are also people on our team. We hold a festival. For the last 2 years we've held a festival here in Delvin. It's all about the community here in Delvin. We are delighted to have so much support from them. They've come and helped us on board with sponsorship, raising money. All our festival is free to all the communities involved. We're delighted now to be nominated for this award. We're delighted from Westmeath County Council and thank them so much for being involved with us, and they've helped us out through the many years now with sponsorship and things like that. So we'd like to thank everybody involved, and thank you.
My name is Father Jimmy Murray, and I'd like to thank the Rosedown Social Committee for nominating me for the Cathaoirleach Awards, and I'd like to thank Westmeath County Council for making those awards available to people. My role in the community is history. I write history, I walk history, I talk history. I work in a special way with the schools. We take the kids out for a walk, and the teachers, they enjoy that. They have a great interest in their own story, the story of the place. And there's such a variety of places in the area to go, each with a story, beginning 10,000 years ago with the Ice Age and the Eskers. And so that's part of their story now, and I'm glad to be part of that.
Hello, my name is Sam Brooks. I'm from the Irish Second Level Students' Union. We want to thank Athlone Community College Student Council for their nomination for the Cathaoirleach Awards this year. This year the ISSU has worked on a number of areas. Most prominently, we have ran events in TUS Athlone for second level students. Last year, this regional council event, our annual event, was the highest attended of any in the country, and we were very happy to do this in collaboration with local politicians to engage students in their own communities and in politics in general. Thank you.
My name is Grania Hatton. I live here on Main Street, Kinnegad, and I run the Grania Whale restaurant. And I would like to thank Kinnegad Action Group and the Cathaoirleach for this award. Some time ago, myself and my good friend Kieran Moorhead, we got together post-COVID when things were on an all-time low and the street was looking very barren and neglected. And we, on a weekly basis, we repotted and got the town back up, the pots back up and colourful again. Since then, Kinnegad Tidy Towns have been funded and they're taking over.
My name is Kieran Moorhead and I live here in Kinnegad and I do some voluntary work here. I'm very happy to be in the company of Grania Hatton, my very good friend and fellow nominee. I would like to thank very much the Kinnegad Action Group for the nomination. It was so unexpected and a big surprise. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Maria Flanagan and I'm very grateful for this certificate of recognition from Westmeath County Council. I'm passionate about social inclusion, community development and community engagement. I am volunteering here in the community in Moat, both in our sensory garden here in the wonderful Doonashee Amenity and Heritage Park, and also with New Horizons, a community group for refugees and asylum seekers who are based in our community. I want to thank Westmeath County Council and the Cathaoirleach, Councillor Angus O'Rourke, for this nomination, and especially to Olive Quinn from Doonashee Amenity and Heritage Park, who is a wonderful leader in the community herself. But most importantly, I think I want to thank all of the community who engage with what we do and who make everything happen on a weekly basis.
Hello and welcome to Milltown Pass. On behalf of Milltown Pass Tidy Towns, we're delighted to be nominated for this year's Cathaoirleach Awards. As a Tidy Towns group, we're dedicated to improving Milltown Pass as a place to live, work and visit. For this year, we're delighted to be nominated for the Heritage and Environment category awards with the launch of a new bog and woodland trail in Milltown Pass. So we'd like to invite anyone to come down, have a visit of the walking trail and see the beauty of Milltown Pass for themselves. Thank you and good luck to all the nominees.
My name is Pádraig Higgins. I'm chairperson of Willow Park Residents Association. And the committee and I are responsible for maintaining the estate and making improvements down through the years. And we're very happy with the way things have progressed with the assistance of many agencies which are giving us great help throughout the years. I would like to thank very much the people who nominated me and also the staff of Westmeath County Council. Thank you.
My name is P.O. Keenan and I'm a very proud Rosemount man, and I'm involved in the community here for the last 60 years, believe it or not, and I want to thank the people of Rosemount for nominating me for this award, and I also want to thank Westmeath County Council.
I'm Phil Brennan and I would like to say a sincere thank you to the Irish Countrywomen's Association Castlepollard Guild, to Rosaleen Madden, who is the president, and the guild members there. Also to Cool Older People's Group, who have nominated me for this very prestigious award. The Irish Countrywomen's Association have worked hard over the years for the benefit of the women of Ireland, and we all appreciate that very much. I would like to thank Westmeath County Council for their ongoing support all these years, and I appreciate the staff there who have been so willingly helpful to all our groups. I would like to say I have enjoyed volunteering for many years, and I would like to pay respect and remembrance to the many friends I made who may have passed on. May they all rest in peace.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Peter Phillips and I am a member of the United Nations Veterans Association, also called IUNVA, which is IUNVA, or the UN Vets. So who are we and what do we do? Our motto is honour, caring and maintaining. The organisation was founded in Dublin in 1989 after a homeless veteran was found dead in the streets, and at the time no one knew his identity. Unfortunately, there was no one to bury him at the time, and it fell to the British Legion. Some of the ex-members of the military got together and thus IUNVA was formed. So what do? We will provide help for any member who feels that they need it, either physical or mental. Mental especially because of overseas service. I would like to take this opportunity now to thank Westmeath County Council for nominating us for this award. I hope that the continuous relationship that we had, it will continue in the future. Thank you.
My name is Paul Cooley and I belong to the Organisation of National Ex-Service Personnel, ONE, which is Ogla Nashunta Nahéireann. And we look after homeless veterans by providing accommodation and services such as counselling. We have 4 homes in Ireland at the moment. We provide accommodation, meals and rooms for all homeless veterans throughout the whole of Ireland. We have 38 branches. We have 3 veteran support officers, and through our network, that's what we do to help the homeless veterans. And I'd like to thank Westmeath County Council for nominating us for this award, and I'd like to thank all our members in Athlone branch for their support in our collections and such as that, and thank you very much.
We represent Blood Bank Leinster. This is Fergus Lennon. This is Eamon Finch. My name is Amby Walken, and another one of our colleagues, Gino Concannon, can't be with us today. Blood Bank Leinster provides a free service to hospitals in Mullingar, Tullamore, Portlaoise and Naas, and we transport between hospitals items like blood samples, records, milk for newborn babies, chemotherapy medication, basically anything that the hospitals need us to move. The service is totally free to the hospitals. We provide a weekend service to hospitals out of hours. I'd like to thank Westmeath County Council very much for nominating us for this award. It's very much appreciated. And we look forward to continuing to provide a very valuable service free of charge to the hospitals in our region.
I'm Shane Murtagh here. I was here in the 3rd place in Raharney. I was born in this village, lived all my life in it. And first thing I'd like to do is thank Ashcroft residents for nominating me for this award. Certainly wasn't expected. Anyway, we're in the 3rd place here. We built this for the community, all of the community. We call it the 3rd place, being that the 1st place is home, the 2nd place is work, and the 3rd place being community. And that includes all of the community. I've lived all my life, like I said, in Raharney, and I would like to thank Westmeath County Council for this award here today. Thank you very much.
My name is Declan Campbell and this is Sinead Byrne. We are volunteer coaches with the Street Warriors. I coach the under 12 boys and Sinead coaches the under 16 and under 18 girls. We're delighted for the nomination. We'd like to thank Teresa Daly, and we'd also like to thank the Westmeath County Council.
Hi, my name is Sean Keaveney. I'm one of the coaches here at Street Warriors Basketball Club. Street Warriors Basketball Club caters for children from the ages of 7 up till the age of 20. For both boys and girls. We compete in the North East Basketball League, and we have been competing this year in the competitions of the top 4s in both Cup and Plate, and we are the winners of the top 4 under 16s Cup this year.
My name is Jerry Johnson, chairman of the Athlone Tidy Towns. This group here represents our Thursday club, and what we do is we go around Athlone and tackle some of the black spots that need attention. We also represent all the resident associations in the town. We're delighted to get the award from the Westmeath County Council, and it's well reserved to all our committee members and all our volunteers. Thank you.
Okay, so we're actually going to move into our awards, guys. And I know that you heard people talking about themselves and what their actual group does. So you have a flavour of the different types of groups that actually were nominated for the Cathaoirleach Awards. So the first award that we're actually looking at this afternoon is the Community Involvement Award. And this award goes to a relatively new group. They were established based on an identified need in the community. The need for this group and its associated function has been highlighted over many years, but the how to establish the group and how the group would deliver its function was seen to be very complex. However, a number of volunteers decided to take the bull by the horns and established a group in 2019. They engaged with the other organisations, including the Garda, and found a way to make their groups become a reality. The group realised that training and awareness was a central cog to their operation. Training of volunteers, training of Garda, and training of other groups in what became life-saving technology. This high-quality technology was water-based, designed to support emergency response of anyone who got in trouble in the Shannon. It is already proven to save lives, and as the word spread, other water-based communities are seeking advice on how to establish groups to implement the same strategy in their areas. So tonight, guys, under the community involvement category, we have, the winner is Athlone River Safety Group. Thank you so much, Athlone River Safety Group. Our next category is the Children and Youth Supports Award. This goes to a group of people who work together to give better opportunities for the children they train in Westmeath. Children's ages ranges from 5 to 15 years, and they come from all corners of many parishes across the county. These coaches take their volunteer role very seriously, taking 2 training sessions per week, as well as upskilling themselves in ongoing training in better techniques and delivery of quality coaching. Most of the coaches take on not just 1, but 2 teams to coach each session, which runs from September to the end of May each year, and accompany their teams to competition games, which takes place in Louth, Monaghan, Cavan and Meath. They have a great retention rate of players as they move up through the age groupings and have coached and encouraged their team through many successes this year alone. The nomination group states that their coaches are simply the best off and on the court. So the winner of the Children and Youth Sports Awards are Street Warriors Basketball Club coaches. So that brings us, lads, to our Environment and Heritage Award. This goes to a group that was reactivated in 2006 after an inactive period of 6 years. The committee comprises of a mix of residents' association, business interests and retired elected members, and has an even larger volunteer base of over 30 members who provide manpower, expertise and knowledge in equal parts, as one day they could be carrying out a litter pick and the next planning how to protect heritage sites in a very large area that they cover. The group are active members of the National Tidy Towns competition and have in the last 6 years made great strides in earning 3 bronze, 1 silver and most recently last year being awarded 2 gold medals in the category G, large town section. This recognition and the decent rankings in the IBAL reports on litter and on one occasion attained 2nd place in this league has spurred on the volunteers for future progress. So the winner of the Heritage and Environment Award category goes to Athlone Tidy Towns. Okay, so this brings us to the Equality and Social Inclusion category. It's our fourth award of the evening, and it actually goes to a double act. Two organisations that carry out their work in a very quiet and understated manner. They don't advertise or shout about their work, and they seek no credit or profile. The groups go about their daily business helping many who cannot help themselves, having fallen on hard times, or have lost the ability to motivate or support themselves. The services provided are very personal to each client and are dealt with on a one-to-one basis. Services could range from the provision of housing or sheltered accommodation to assistance to attend doctor's appointments or applying for one's entitlements. The organisations give back to both male and female, those who have served the country and the community. They are proud groups and can be seen supporting community events and festivals throughout the year in full uniform. The winner of this year's Equality and Social Inclusion Award goes to Athlone Retired Defence Forces Support Organisations, ONE and IOVA. Can we come to the stage? So we've reached our last category award this evening. So our last category award is Active Elderly Award, an award which goes to a very long active volunteer and activist in the community and the county. A volunteer who is instrumental in establishing many local groups and also national organisations to support the community across the country. This volunteer is known to many in Westmeath for her ability to plan, write, speak and influence, and has always been an advocate of positive change for rural Ireland. Nominated for having many handles to her cup, she was and still is involved in projects to support rural transport, rural financial supports like Leader, support of farm families, women, youth clubs, community employment schemes, ICA, country markets and aid action. A force to be reckoned with, this lady also shows her softer side, on occasions, with her love of history, storytelling and general delight in being with and helping people in the community and further afield. Described by the nominating body as the world being a better place when she is in it, the winner of the Active Elderly category goes to Phil Brennan. So, we're down to the very last award, guys. The prestigious Cathaoirleach Overall Award for the Person Group of the Year 2023. This award goes to a very well-established group, known to most people across the county. In existence for over 50 years, the club has grown from strength to strength and is known as one of the best and most respected clubs of its kind in Ireland. The members have worked hard over many years to build up the facilities of the club, now having their own clubhouse, meeting and training rooms, as well as storage for their equipment. While loving the sport the club hosts, the club members take their sport very seriously and take part in ongoing and specialised training. Members of the club are of all ages, but have the same thing in common: dedication, love, and respect for the water. This club is not just a one-trick pony. No, this club also are a massive support to the community and agencies alike in time of trouble. Club members volunteer with the other emergency services in the very challenging job of search and rescue of those lost in our waterways. Based in Athlone, the club travel to other areas to support search and recovery, often taking days on end to recover bodies. This work is very specialised and needs people with specialised training, which the club members are renowned for countrywide. It should be noted that the members of the club are also known for their professionalism and dedication to supporting the emergency services and, in turn, our community when we are most in need of it. So the winner of the Cathaoirleach Overall Award 2023 are Athlone Sabaqua Club. So lads, that brings us to the end of the Cathaoirleach Awards Celebration 2023. I hope that you've enjoyed our celebrations and entertainment, and hope you join me in congratulating all our nominees and winners here tonight. But before you take your leave, I'd like to extend thanks to our guest, Rachel Duffy, brilliant speaker. Our Cathaoirleach Angus O'Rourke. Our Chief Exec, Mr. Pat Gallagher. Mark Keaveney and Pat Murta for giving us trust that we'd run this right, lads. Oh, it's good. And for all our presenters here tonight, Councillor Tom Farrell, John Shaw, Rosaline Madden, and not to forget the Belvedere staff, Neve, for her courtesy and assistance, to our band that we had, Colleen Keogh, very good outside earlier on, guys, weren't they? The caterers, I think they've done a great job, Mark and Shan, great job. And not to forget our own Westmeath County Council staff that supported this the whole way along. Breda, Andrew, Laura, Lourdes, Olive, Margaret and Anne-Marie. And a very, very, very special thanks to Ursula Harper. She's worked behind the scene for weeks and weeks and weeks. I'm telling you, she's after keeping me on my toes. My feet are sore at this stage from it all. Okay, but most of all, I want to thank you. This evening wouldn't be possible without all of you here. You've made it a great and absolutely brilliant evening. So I want to leave you just with one dedication. So whether you're a seasoned volunteer or newly to the scene, just relax for a minute. I'm going to read a couple of versions of a short poem. Is that all right? It's called The Selfless Souls. The world is filled with selfless souls who work for others to make them whole. Their hearts are full of love and care, and they give their all without any scare. Volunteers they are, with hearts so bright, giving their time day and night to help others in need and strife and bring hope to each life. Their selflessness, a gift so rare, a shining light beyond compare. For they give their all with love and care and expect nothing in return to share. Their sacrifice, a love that shines true. Their service, a blessing to all anew. Their kindness, a treasure that forever lines. A spirit so pure that forever entwines. For the volunteers, the world is their stage, and their acts of kindness, a lasting heritage. They make a difference, one life at a time, and inspire us all to be sublime. So let us honour the selfless souls who work for others to make them whole, and thank them for all they do for their love and care so true. Embrace the love and the care so rare, and become a selfless soul so fair. For the world needs more of their spirit to make it a place where love can inherit. Thank you very much, everybody. Really, really enjoyed the night. Thank you so much for your attention all night. Yeah, so that's our night done. Can the award winners please stay around, because we want to take some photographs on the stage as well. So thank you so much, everybody. I hope you really enjoyed the night. There's more tea and coffee and refreshments out the back. Thanks so much.